Time to meet an adoptable pet from the Humane Society of Washington County. It's the Pawcast on our live 96.7 social streams. Sponsored by Central Dogma, a healthy place for pets naturally. Here's Ryan Smetzer.
Well, good morning, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Pawcast. I'm Ryan Smetzer, and as always, each and every morning, we feature an adoptable pet from the Humane Society of Washington County, all thanks to our friends at Central Dogma, a healthy place for pets naturally with locations in Hagerstown and Frederick. You can check out the full adoption gallery for the Humane Society of Washington County over there at hswcmd.org, and of course, a lovely quick plug, too, that they've got their awesome Pooch Plunge coming up there at Marty Snook Park coming up very soon. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a little bit. But we have got a lovely dog, speaking of water, by the name of Wave. Good morning, guys. Say hello to Wave. Oh, my goodness. Good morning, guys, and good morning to Wave. An adorable
Good morning.
Holy cow.
Who can stand?
Oh my word.
Stand up.
How do you not love Wave? Holy
Wave. He
smoke.
is dressed up for his podcast debut.
I was about to
Checking
say,
him out.
Wave is an adorable little punk. Like, look at that little jean jacket sweatshirt combo looking thing. Like,
Yes.
Wave may be the cutest little stinker on the planet. Like, look at that dog. Like, I mean, unbelievable. I mean, I got to know, what is Wave's story here? Because Wave is the cutest thing in the world.
Yes. So Wave had a sister named Ocean, and they came here a few months ago after their owner got put on hospice or went into a nursing home. I'm not sure. And both of them came here with their own separate challenges. His sister Ocean was very shy, reserved. She would not do anything without him. He, on the other hand, was super protective of her. Basically, no one could get near her. He would flip out. He would try to bite. He would snarl. I know he is literally maybe 1.5 feet tall, but you can't tell him that. You've heard of small dog syndrome. He is small dog syndrome.
Yeah.
So they were very codependent and they were not healthy together. We couldn't work with them. So they did get split up. She went to a home. She's got a new sibling there, and we're told she's doing very well. He is still here. He was just made available the other day. And despite being as cute as he is, and he knows he's cute, and I think that contributes to his behavior, he does have some things that are going to make it a little bit more difficult for him to find his ideal adopter. Because, as I told you before we went live, he is the most feared dog in the shelter, believe it or
Oh
not.
my.
I've been working on trying to bring him around and getting people to see a new side of him. That's helping some, but there are some staff that you can still see he makes them nervous. When he likes you, he stretched it out. When he likes you, you could do anything to him, like put outfits on him. But when he gets put in his kennel, it's like demons come out of him. He
Little man
turns
is
into.
small but mighty.
You see every tooth in this man's mouth. He sounds like the Tasmanian devil. And it's just like he forgets that you guys love each other. Outside of that, he's a lovey-dovey boy. He does growl at men. He seems to have a bigger issue with men. And he'll even act like he's cool with them at first, like let them pet. And then, again, the devil just wins over. So...
So what we're saying is we're having a moment right now where over the phone, like, him and I being this close to one another is actually very rare. It's
Yes. Yeah, if you were to walk by that door and if it was open, he would let you know how he feels. Now, sometimes if he's on like my lap and someone walks by, it's more of just like a. "Arr." But if if he's down on the floor, he will run. I wrote a great bio for him. Everyone should check that out. It describes him to a T. I do include in there that one day he saw a man and he propelled himself across the floor, probably 3 or 4 feet, by a bark and a simultaneous fart. So
nice.
that's another thing to be aware of. He is a gassy boy. He's got a goofy looking tail here. He's very cute. He is a cuddler. He is only 2 years old, but he acts like he's 20, I think, because he doesn't do much. He gets the zoomies. They're short lived. He doesn't go very far, and he just wants to cuddle and sleep and
Yeah.
get treats.
I mean, yeah, and it sounds like, again, like, we always talk about how, like, certain dogs need a very, specific kind of perfect match. It seems like Wave, obviously, we very much, you're looking for a specific kind of match for Wave that kind of matches that behavior, that kind of, really would work with him to kind of, get him to that good level to where he's, not snapping or not, kind of, acting towards, certain people or anything like that, but, helping to be, in that kind of good spot there. But also, just that perfect match that, really, you mesh well from a chemistry perspective. I think that's kind of what we're looking at, right? For the most part for
Yes.
Wade.
Yeah, so we're not saying he can't go with men, but you have to be a brave man. You can't have some insecurities where you're gonna, get into this power struggle with a small dog. You have to be confident, and you have to know that you're gonna have to work to win his approval. Might take a couple times. You might never get it, but honestly, he comes around to women a lot quicker, and once he loves you, like, he's fine as long as you don't crate him. Also, we don't know if he was kicked in the past. He does not like to be moved out of the way with feet,
Mm-hmm.
and he licks toes, so just be aware of that. He's got a little foot fetish. He's a little freak,
He's
but
got he's got all sorts of wild personality traits here.
yeah, there's a lot in this little guy. He did go to foster with a staff for a little bit, and he did well with her cats. He didn't understand why they were hissing at him, but he gave them their space. He hasn't seemed to have any issues with dogs here, but if he goes with another dog, we'll give him like a 1 week foster to adopt, just to make sure he doesn't resort back into his, you know, big brother gotta guard everyone
He's just so
situation.
sweet when you're feeding him those treats. Like, you're telling me,
I'm
like,
gonna
all these
regret it
things. They'll be
later.
like, he's very intense when you hand him towards cats and men, and he's like, nom nom nom. Thank you for this treat.
Yes.
I'm like, "Yeah, okay, you're contradicting this whole thing. He's
See,
so
that's what makes him so dangerous, right? Because he looks so cute, and you're just like, oh my god, I want to pet him.
that's how he
But
gets you.
do so at your own risk. But
How he
he is a cuddly boy. He likes to get up on the couch. His zoomies are hilarious. Most dogs that do zoomies in our office, the rug is flying up. They're all over the place. He doesn't move the rug, and he maybe travels a distance of 2.5 feet max in his zoomies. I don't even know if that counts as a zoomie. He's very sweet. He does not play. He just sleeps.
I was like,
You can
uh oh.
come in.
I was like, who might it be? I was like,
It is a woman, so he is okay.
all right, we're safe. We're safe.
We're doing the podcast, but you can come in. It's Wave. Have
Now,
you heard
as
of him?
far as specifics, now obviously we've kind of gotten into kind of the perfect match for a dog, such as Wave, who I'm now seeing the tail. It is very much like it's like a little miniature version of a horse's tail. That is the cutest thing in the world.
Yeah, and I braided it one day. He does like to be groomed. I brushed him. Apparently, he's good in the bath. It just really seems to be crating and kenneling him and men.
Yeah,
So yeah, but I think he would
those.
do well. With women, people that aren't averse to dogs with big small dog syndrome.
Mhm.
There are very big dogs here right now. It doesn't matter. He thinks he's bigger than them.
Yeah,
He's literally next to a big cane corso. Doesn't matter. He's the one to be afraid of in that room,
he's
because
like,
once
and
he
the
goes
king of
in
the
that kennel,
castle.
yes.
Oh my
But
goodness,
he is such a sweet boy. He just needs someone, that's not afraid of him, is going to, give him his space if he comes around men. If you want to keep men away from your home or away from you, let me introduce you to Wave. His adoption fee is $25. For many reasons, people might be into that. Or if you just love small dogs, or you've had them in your life, you know how they are. That's Wave.
that's
But
Wave.
just try to avoid putting him in a kennel. He doesn't like it, but he does not hold a grudge. He does give great side eye, though. He has his cone on because he had cherry eye, and then he kept messing with it after his surgery. But he's finally letting it heal. Yeah.
Ah, there it is. and
He's a handsome
and
boy.
he's living the cone life right now. Now, if somebody is interested
Yes.
in obviously coming by, hanging out with Wave, I know you mentioned kind of you guys doing the foster to adopt kind of process with him. But if somebody's interested in coming by, at least to kind of spend some time with him, see if maybe they are a perfect match for Wave. How can they go about doing that? I know particular hours, particular location for Wave, all that kind of stuff there.
Yeah, so today being Wednesday, we open at 1 p.m. Other days it's 10. And I know this is going to come as a big shock, he's not on the adoption floor for obvious reasons. He would not show his best self behind a kennel door. So, but he is available. He's ready to go home today. Just ask for him by name. I'll bring him up, or basically come back to see him in the office so you can get the whole feel of him. He hears people out the door. He's very nosy. But he is available to go home today. Again, if you've got another dog in the home, we'll probably do a 1 week foster to adopt, just to be sure he doesn't go into guard mode. But otherwise, he has been neutered, vaccinated, microchipped. He's had several cherry eye surgeries. He's good to go. He's fashionable. $25 till the end of the month. And when he walks, he does this little wobble.
I was about to say, I
And
was like, I like that he
it's
adjusts, he like straightens himself out. When he walks to his like location, he like re-aims himself. It's hilarious. He's like,
yes.
hold
And
on, let me
here's his
straighten
hair.
myself
He's
out real quick.
If you want to see more of, he's a little odd. He is a little overweight. He's 21 pounds, but he's not supposed to be. He does like being carried, but he's fine with walking too. He's he's not falling for that. There we go.
You're like, so
But
wait,
he has a very
Dave,
confident
we need
walk,
to get
and
you on a walking plan.
and when he, all his behavior and all the rumors about him, he does not. He is unrepentant. He does not care. He says, "I'll do it again." He's just a real character. Let's just say that.
There it is. My goodness. Well, that's great. Wave, you're adorable. Honestly, I think someone's going to fall in love with you and be the perfect match for you and take good care of you and, make sure that you get the right love that you need because that is exactly what you need. You just need that right partner, and maybe
Someone's
somebody, like
out
you
there.
said, that just doesn't want men in the house and, wants to keep the men out of the house that, won't bother you and, won't put you in the right kennel. I think he's hearing me and
Yeah.
he's like, you know what? You're exactly right, Ryan. I'm
So
like,
yeah.
he's hearing this reassuring pep talk and it's making him feel good. And I think he's going to bump over your bag of treats. It's okay, bud. You're
Good
allowed
boy.
to. You have a cone on your head. It's a thing. And then of course, obviously, a dog like Wave, would be a perfect candidate for an event like Pooch Plunge, which is coming up very soon at a great
Yes.
place called Marty Snook Park. Let's talk about
Yes.
that. A great event like that. That's coming up very soon. Give us the lowdown on this awesome event.
So Wave would especially love the Marty Snook Park pool because there is a baby pool. And so
Ooh,
if
it's
with his
right up.
height, I
It's
don't
right
know
up his
that he
street.
should be in. Yeah, he likes, he's carried around like a baby. He is about the same size as one. So I think he would prefer the baby pool. But Marty Snook Park, we have a VIP hour, which is from 5 to 6. That's for the dogs that maybe need a smaller crowd for whatever reason. Maybe they're not as dog friendly. Maybe they don't like a lot of people. Maybe they've got medical issues. That's limited to 25 dogs, so you do have to reserve that in advance. It's a $15 reservation. And if they like it and they want to stay for the whole thing. The main event kicks off at 6 o'clock, and that's just $5 per pet. People by donation, and that is just a really really fun time. Hopefully, we have great weather this year. It is rain or shine, and it's just really fun. You can see a lot of dogs, and unfortunately, our Potterfield date got canceled due to an issue with the pool. So there might be more people, more dogs at this one. It'll be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be one gigantic party there at the Marty Snook Pool. And
Yes.
you know what? A whole lot of great dogs like Wave. Wave,
Yes.
I think you'll like swimming. Maybe he might not like
He's
swimming.
really thinking about it.
I,
He likes the bath.
maybe that would be right up his alley. Maybe that's the thing that therapeutically just keeps him grounded
Yes.
is swimming. Maybe that's the
Maybe he only
secret.
likes men when they're submerged in water. I don't know.
Maybe that's the secret sauce is is getting in a body of water. Maybe that is the method of
Yes.
attack right there for a dog like Wave. My goodness. Well,
Yes, and we
Wave,
do have life jackets
yeah.
available in our retail section right now. I'm not
Ooh,
sure. We might try to bring some to the event, but if you want one ahead of time, they are a lot cheaper than you can get them in stores. So just come on in. We've also our retail section is awesome. We've got a lot of toys, supplies, and of course clothing and life jackets. So
and
yeah,
those things
I love
are
seeing
awesome.
all the different jackets they have. They've got like sharks and mermaids that you see show up at Pooch Plunge. There's one dog that has its own little rubber ducky bathrobe. It's adorable.
That's fantastic. And those life jackets are really awesome essentials. So, I mean, yeah,
Yes.
if you can go in there and get those, make that happen. Again, let them know those hours again if they want to go see Wave or if they want to go grab some life jackets and learn more about the awesomeness of Pooch Plunges. Wave just did the cutest little thing. I don't even know what he just did, but that was adorable.
Yeah. And when he stretches out, he stretches each hind leg separately. Yeah, so we're open today 1 to 6, and then our other days, Monday through Saturday, are at 10 a.m. till noon, and then we open again at 1 to 6 p.m. We've got that 12 to 1 hour is nap time. This guy really, he literally at 12 o'clock yesterday, he started yawning. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Aw.
So we do know the schedule. But yes, come in today. We open at 1. Ask for Wave by name. And men, you've been warned.
There you go. I love it. Wave, thank you so much for your time. You're adorable, and I hope you get snatched up uber soon. And those men
Yeah,
stay away from you.
thank you.
Of course, if you want to adopt Wave or any of the other amazing, adorable adoptable pets from the Humane Society of Washington County, you can go check out their website, hswcmd.org, for their full adoption gallery, their hours, and much more info. You can learn more, of course, about Pooch Plunge over on their Facebook as well. We'll catch you again next week for another great episode of the podcast.